Annual Walter Cronkite Award for Excellence in Journalism Luncheon, held Monday, November 21st at the Sheraton Grand Phoenix. Join media industry and community leaders in honoring this year's recipient, award-winning journalist and CBS Evening News anchor Scott Pelley. The annual Walter Cronkite Award for Excellence in Journalism Luncheon. cronkite.asu.edu/luncheon.
Coming up next on Arizona PBS, Life and World.
PBS Online. Share, tweet, watch.
Coming soon to Arizona PBS.
I would rather lose than stoop to that level.
I could have been a very good president. Now we'll never know.
The series continues with the campaigns of Ross Perot and Ralph Nader, the contenders 16 for 16.
Tuesday night at 7 on Arizona PBS. Support for Arizona PBS comes from viewers like you and from
Love and Life After 50 magazine, providing travel, entertainment, health, and lifestyle news for mature Arizonans for the past 35 years. Online at loveandlife.com and available at all Valley Walgreens locations.
Whitfill Nursery, proud to support Arizona PBS, a Valley tradition since 1946. Over 200 acres of Arizona-grown trees, citrus, and palms. Complete custom design and installation. And Whitfill Nursery still does the digging. WhitfillNursery.com.
The closer they get, the closer you get to the world. National Geographic Live presents award-winning photojournalist Lindsay Addario. It's What I Do, a photographer's life of love and war. National Geographic Live.
From the Cronkite Studios in downtown Phoenix, this is Cronkite News.
Sheriff Joe Arpaio is back in court today, and the Puente movement is attacking the way he has policed Maricopa County.
And the Mexican peso is one of the weakest currencies in the world. How its exchange with the dollar is affecting travel to Arizona.
Plus, haunted houses are gaining popularity. We take a look at why people like to be scared.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News on Arizona PBS. I'm Danielle Kernkamp.
And I'm Veronica Acosta. Thank you for joining us. Maricopa County Sheriff Joe Arpaio faced another court hearing this morning as Puente versus Arpaio was heard by a federal judge.
The terror that these raids brought to our community not only affected the over 800 people that were detained and deported from these raids, but it created trauma for the entire community, not knowing if their loved ones would come home.
The Puente movement asked a federal judge for a permanent order that would no longer allow Sheriff Joe Arpaio to do worksite raids like those he's done in the past. Lawyers working on the Puente v. Arpaio case, members of Puente, and immigrant workers gathered at the Sandra Day O'Connor Federal Courthouse just before the hearing. County Attorney Bill Montgomery also spoke on the hearing and said that while his response had to be limited, they could not be prevented from carrying out legitimate police work. Montgomery also added that this is a state issue and would be inappropriate for the federal government to deny the actions a local government has taken.
An Arizona woman is in custody for suspicion of conspiracy to commit terrorism. Phoenix FBI agents arrested Michelle Bastian, who is believed to have mailed bomb-making instructions from terrorist groups to a state prison in a plot to kill a warden. Court documents say Bastian allegedly sent articles from terrorist groups Al-Qaeda and ISIS magazines that were found in the cell where her husband is serving a murder sentence. The articles made it past security because Bastian disguised them as legal papers. Investigators said her husband converted to Islam after entering prison and became radicalized. Today in Florida, Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump denied sexual assault allegations, calling them slander and libel thrown at him by his opponent and various media outlets. Yesterday, the New York Times reported that two women say the candidate touched them inappropriately.
It's not coincidence that these attacks come at the exact same moment and all together at the same time as WikiLeaks releases documents exposing the massive international corruption of the Clinton machine.
WikiLeaks posted nearly 2,000 new emails from the Hillary Clinton campaign, one by Clinton's campaign chairman pushing to use Obama administration officials to change the date of the Illinois primary. Clinton visited campaign offices in California today, but First Lady Michelle Obama was campaigning for Clinton in New Hampshire, speaking on Trump's past behavior.
And to dismiss this as everyday locker room talk is an insult to decent men everywhere. The men that you and I know don't treat women this way. They are loving fathers who are sickened by the thought of their daughters being exposed to this kind of vicious language about women.
Voters now have an easier way to find out their polling location and who will be on their ballot come Election Day. Google is rolling out a new feature to help inform voters based on where they live. By searching "Where do I vote" in Google and entering an address, the search engine will then show early ballot drop-off locations or the assigned voting location on Election Day. Google will also tell you what you need to bring to the polling place. You can also search who's on the ballot and see what national, state, and local races you'll be voting on come November.
According to a survey released today by the Council on American Islamic Relations, 86% of registered Muslim voters intend to vote in this year's presidential election. 72% will vote for Hillary Clinton, while only 4% say they will be voting for Donald Trump.
Arizona is a state that is somewhat up for play, and when you see that they're really tight elections like the ones that we're predicting Arizona and nationwide, Muslim American voters are a significant population that it's not that they're going to swing the vote, but they're going to tip a really tight race. And so if the Muslim voters are really engaged and active in Phoenix and other city hubs across the state of Arizona, they could end up having a significant impact in the election.
With immigration, the economy, and international trade being hot topics in this election, the weakening Mexican peso is making headlines as well. Cronkite News reporter Yemi Flores visited a bus station here in Phoenix and spoke to travelers about their experiences.
Top Royal International offers daily bus trips from this Phoenix bus station to several states in Mexico. Pedro Padilla just returned from a trip to Sinaloa where he attended a funeral. Padilla sends money home to aging mother and other relatives in Mexico.
We earn dollars. The peso has lost value, so we bring a little bit of money and exchange it for lots of pesos.
The peso exchange rate favors those with dollars like Mardia Beas, who also sends money home to Nayarit. She says it benefits, but passengers with pesos in their pockets are struggling. The weak Mexican currency reached nearly 20 pesos in $1 this fall, and the impact is felt in Arizona. And some of the passengers traveling to Phoenix getting off this bus are here to shop, but the less the Mexican peso is worth, the less they get to spend.
It's hard for us to come and visit my sister and relatives.
Duarte earns pesos in Sonora, and he had less money in his wallet to spend during his trip to Phoenix.
When I take my products back to sell, people don't have enough purchasing power to buy them.
Bernadette Avila Lopez travels from Los Mochis, Sinaloa to Phoenix every 3 months to buy orthodontic supplies. This trip he bought less because he knows he'll sell to his customers back in Mexico. Yemi Flores, Cronkite News.
Native American tribes are regaining control of their homelands in big numbers. Under the Obama administration, the federal government has returned more than 500,000 acres of land to tribes across the country. The latest transfer comes from Nevada, where the Obama administration gave back 71,000 acres to 6 Great Basin Indian tribes. The feds say moving the land back into tribal control ensures the land won't be sold for commercial use because only a vote from Congress can take the land away. The State Fair has an array of sweet treats.
From funnel cakes to deep-fried Tinkies, coming up on Cronkite News, what happens to the excess oil after the food is fried.
Plus, what the Swedish Academy had to say about one of music's greatest legends.
I think I finally found my hallelujah. I've been waiting for this moment all my life now. All my dreams are coming true, yeah. I've been waiting for this moment. It's good to be alive right about now. Good to be alive right about now. right about now.
Tickets are now available for the annual Walter Cronkite Award for Excellence in Journalism Luncheon, held Monday, November 21st at the Sheraton Grand Phoenix. Join media industry and community leaders in honoring this year's recipient, award-winning journalist and CBS Evening News anchor Scott Pelley. The annual Walter Cronkite Award for Excellence in Journalism Luncheon. cronkite.asu.edu/luncheon.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm always searching to feel like I fit into something.
We are the people that we are because of our past.
I'm just one of many who stopped being silent.
It's just proof of how far we have come.
Make sure in all the hustle and bustle, we don't lose sight of why we're here.
It all boils down to communicating the lives we live.
If you look closely, they've got a story to tell.
It connects with you in a very deep way.
We wish you love, peace, and soul.
Come with us on this great adventure.
Singer and songwriter Bob Dylan was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature on Wednesday. In 2012, President Obama bestowed America's highest civilian honor, a Presidential Medal of Freedom, to Dylan. Now, the Swedish Academy named Dylan the Nobel Prize recipient for having created new poetic expressions within the great American song tradition and compared his work to Greek poets Homer and Sappho. This is the first time an American has won the award since novelist Toni Morrison in 1993. When he's not accepting prestigious literary awards, the 75-year-old musician is on the road touring. Dylan will be in Phoenix at Comerica Theater on October 16th.
More than 5 million Americans are living with Alzheimer's. This Saturday, Arizona residents will be walking to raise money and awareness.
The Walk for Alzheimer's is to help prevent. Working on coming up with different types of medications and things like that can help a person have a normal day, a normal life, and still be able to fit into society and not feel left out.
For people dealing with Alzheimer's, it may seem like there's not a lot that can be done to help them and their families. The Walk to End Alzheimer's aims to change that reality. The walk is held in more than 600 communities annually. Here, the walk will be held in Sun City West at the Beardsley Recreation Center at 9 a.m. The walk will be between 2 and 3 miles. The goal nationwide is to raise $250,000.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention are warning patients and healthcare providers about risks from certain devices that are used during open heart surgery. Some commonly used heater-cooler units may have been contaminated during the manufacturing process. This could put patients at risk for life-threatening infections. Patients who have had open heart surgery are urged to seek medical care if they are experiencing symptoms associated with infections such as night sweats, muscle aches, weight loss, fatigue, or unexplained fever.
Some good news when it comes to how the Valley ranks when it comes to going green.
Details just ahead on Cronkite News. Plus, what the Arizona State Fair is doing to go green as well when it comes to oily leftovers.
I'm joined from 4th graders from Ward Traditional Academy and Tempe. They're excited for the weekend, right? Yeah! Coming up on Cronkite News, I have your full weekend forecast and what to expect. Maybe some warmer temperatures.
The confidence to lead our country.
This isn't reality television.
I feel like Hamilton reached out from history and wouldn't let me go until I told his story.
I make no apology for my actions. I would do the same again.
How we come so far and yet have so far to go.
Right there, coming up.
In 1920s Melbourne,
careful with the hand luggage. My pistol's in there somewhere and it may still be loaded.
Phryne Fisher is a detective.
Things could get interesting around here.
I thought they already were.
Who isn't afraid to live a little.
I hope you're not concealing a dangerous weapon under that skirt.
I'm concealing a lot of things.
Why do you think you can just run off on your own?
Because I'm carrying a gun.
The irresistible series, Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries.
Saturday night at 10 on Arizona PBS.
Hi, I'm Charlie Rose. As part of the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication at ASU, Arizona PBS is providing a state-of-the-art venue for the next generation of journalists. From newsrooms in Washington, Los Angeles, and here in Phoenix, students engage in real-time, real-world news reporting, broadcast production, and online innovation. The Cronkite School and Arizona PBS working together in new ways to bridge the classroom to the community in the digital age.
I think I finally found my hallelujah. I've been waiting for this moment all my life now. All my dreams are coming true, yeah. I've been waiting for this moment. It's good to be alive right about now. Now.
Interstate 10 is one of the deadliest freeways in the country. Data from the National Traffic and Highway Safety Administration shows the I-10 ranks 4th when it comes to fatal crashes. 20% of all fatal crashes along the I-10 happen in Arizona, making the state the second deadliest along the freeway.
But the Arizona Department of Transportation is working on a dust detection and warning system for the I-10 between Tucson and Phoenix. Sensors placed near the freeway will be able to detect dust as far as a mile away. This will give ADOT a chance to monitor conditions and to alert drivers about potentially hazardous situations. The system is estimated to cost $12.8 million and could be in operation by fall of 2018 or early 2019.
The Valley is becoming more environmentally friendly. 6 Valley cities made the cut on Wallet Hub's top 100 greenest cities. The new study looked at a variety of factors, including transportation, environmental policy, and lifestyle. Scottsdale was the greenest Valley city, coming in at number 30. Phoenix was ranked 38th.
One way Phoenix is going green is through the Valley's biggest fair of the year. Cronkite News reporter Natalie Tarangeli visited the fair to get a closer look on how they'll use food for fuel.
If you find yourself at the Arizona State Fair this year, chances are you'll indulge in some deep-fried deliciousness. But whether you do or not, the oil that it took to cook that food might be fueling your car. Pigley's Barbecue uses 40 to 50 gallons of oil per day to cook the food they sell at the fair. That's collected and turned into biodiesel.
I believe in recycling.
Instead of going to landfills or clogging drains, the converted oil is an alternative fuel source that burns cleaner than regular gasoline.
Anything that we can recycle to keep from going into our landfills helps us all out.
Pigley's Barbecue will contribute at least 1,000 gallons of that. Biotane Pumping collects about that amount per week. The fair covers 4 weekends, so quite a bit of oil is used.
Average, the past 3 years have been anywhere from about 3,500 to 4,200 gallons. So we're looking at least 3,500 gallons again this year.
All of those delicious fried fair foods should taste even better knowing that the oil they're cooked in isn't going to waste.
I love it. They're doing a great job. It's great for the community, great for our environment, and job well done.
Last year, over 4,100 gallons were converted.
I figure we use something out of oil.
Last year's oil conversions were the equivalent to taking 108 cars off the road. Live in downtown Phoenix, Natalie Tarangeli, Cronkite News.
The State Fair would be a great way to spend your weekend.
Let's check in with Tyler Klaus in the Weather Center to see if the weather will stay nice.
We'll get to that weekend forecast in just a second, but I want to point out another hurricane that we have out in the Atlantic Ocean. It's Hurricane Nicole. It's right now a Category 2. It was just downgraded to a Category 2 about an hour ago. It won't have any effect, though, on the United States over the next couple days. It will move out into the Atlantic, and that's where it will dissipate. As we take a look at temperatures across the nation, we have 58 degrees in St. Louis, 72 degrees in Salt Lake, 93 degrees here in Phoenix, and 54 degrees up in Portland. As we take a look at rain showers across the nation, there's really not much of anything. We have a few showers down here in Dallas and the Texas, but really everybody else is pretty dry except for up here in Portland. Notice how these showers aren't really going anywhere. They're just sticking along that northwest coast. Well, there's going to be some flash flooding potential up in the northwest over the next couple days. This is the next 36 hours prediction of rainfall. Notice all these blues, purples, yellows. That's really, really heavy rainfall. Over the next 5 days, they could see up to 10 inches of rain. So we have flash flood warnings in effect all up the north coast from Northern California all the way up through Seattle. Back here in Phoenix, so temperatures are a little bit above normal. Like I said, 93 degrees here in Phoenix, 70 degrees up in the Grand Canyon, 93 degrees over in Yuma. And as we take a look at our almanac, it's about 93 degrees is now our new high. Average 90 degrees today, and our low this morning was 67. That's also above average. As we take a look at our day planner for the rest of the day, headed home 6 p.m., 89 degrees. 84 degrees with clear skies at 8 p.m. So it's going to be a beautiful night to go out to that state fair, and that trend is going to continue through the rest of the weekend. As you can see over the next 48 hours, we really don't see anywhere moisture or cloud level in the state of Arizona. It's setting up for a beautiful weekend. As we take a look at that weekend forecast, 96 degrees on Friday with a spot cloud or two, 94 degrees on Saturday with sunny skies, 93 degrees on Sunday with lows in the mid 60s. As we take a look, that trend continues through the rest of the week. Sunny skies all through the weeks with low 90s for highs and mid 60s for lows. Tyler Klaus, Cronkite Weather.
Gas prices around Arizona have gone up in the past week. Officials with AAA said the average price for unleaded regular gasoline is $2.17 per gallon, almost 4 cents higher than last week. Arizona's average is lower than the national average, which is at $2.25 per gallon.
A startup aerospace company has chosen Tucson as its headquarters to manufacture rockets to carry small satellites into space. The Vector Space Systems manufacturing facility will be located in a Pima County Research and Business Park. It's expected to create 200 new jobs. CEO Jim Cantrell says his company plans to build about 100 launch vehicles a year and plans to increase from there. Launches will take place in California, Alaska, and Florida.
There's an odd phenomenon that people love being scared.
But why do we like to get creeped out so much? Coming up on Cronkite News, we take you inside one of Arizona's most popular haunted houses to see why.
Discover so much more at azpbs.org/schedule, where it's easier than ever to find out what's on Arizona PBS. Access interactive digital and printable program guides, repeat times, and full episode descriptions. Watch program previews of best bets for the coming week. Search by title to find your favorite shows. You can even add programs to your calendar and get email reminders when they're about to start. It's easier than ever to find out what's on Arizona PBS. Discover so much more at azpbs.org/schedule.
The confidence to lead our country.
This isn't reality television. I feel like Hamilton reached out from history and wouldn't let me go until I told his story.
I make no apology for my actions. I would do the same again.
How we come so far and yet have so far to go.
Right there, coming up.
In 1920s Melbourne,
Careful with the hand luggage. My pistol's in there somewhere and it may still be loaded.
Phryne Fisher is a detective.
Things could get interesting around here.
Thought they already were.
Who isn't afraid to live a little.
I hope you're not concealing a dangerous weapon under that skirt.
I'm concealing a lot of things.
Why do you think you can just run off on your own?
Because I'm carrying a gun.
The irresistible series, Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries.
Saturday night at 10 on Arizona PBS.
Hi, I'm Charlie Rose. As part of the Walter Cronkite School of Journalism and Mass Communication at ASU, Arizona PBS is providing a state-of-the-art venue for the next generation of journalists. From newsrooms in Washington, Los Angeles, and here in Phoenix, students engage in real-time, real-world news reporting, broadcast production, and online innovation. The Cronkite School and Arizona PBS working together in new ways to bridge the classroom to the community in the digital age.
Ghosts, ghouls, goblins, the history of Halloween dates back to ancient Celtic times, when people dressed up to fool spirits roaming the earth into leaving them alone. It's turned into a holiday for people who love to feel scared.
Hi there. Can I borrow your eyeballs for a moment?
Heart pounding, adrenaline pumping, spine tingling.
It was really scary. Oh my God.
Why do we line up each year at haunted houses to get scared? A neuroscientist who's been studying fear for 40 years says it has to do with the mindset.
What this kind of fake danger does is gives you the rush of the physiology, the physiological arousal, without the actual danger that you would experience if it were real.
The actors at 13th Floor spend hours in makeup and costumes in order to make sure that they can get that response from the public.
The first time you ever scare someone, just the jump of adrenaline just gets you right here, and it just never goes away afterwards.
The general manager there says there's nothing like that feeling of accomplishment that you get after completing the haunted house.
Going on that thrill, on that edge, pushing yourself to the extreme, putting yourself in awkward spots, and then coming through on the other side, I think is really where the fun is at.
It feels good to get that heart moving. I can't describe it. It's just a great feeling. It was awesome.
Redwood says that 13th Floor can see up to 5,000 people on a busy night. It can take people anywhere from 20 minutes to over an hour to complete the haunted house. Many of the employees told me that they aren't able to get scared anymore, but some of them still have rooms within the haunted house that they prefer not to step foot in.
Cronkite News is proud to be the news division of Arizona PBS. Here's what's coming up on Arizona Horizon and PBS NewsHour.
On the next Arizona Horizon, we'll hear from the author of a new book on the fine line between treason and patriotism. And we'll take a tour of the Arizona Museum of Natural History. That's the next Arizona Horizon.
I'm Judy Woodruff on the next NewsHour, making sense of why a growing number of CEOs are not supporting the Republican Party's choice for president. That's Thursday on the PBS NewsHour.
That's it for Cronkite News tonight. Thanks for joining us.
For top Arizona stories anytime, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.
Support for Arizona PBS comes from viewers like you and from
Albertsons and Safeway are proud to support the Arizona Veterans Advancement Project and Arizona PBS. Learn more at azpbs.org/veterans.
Today's program is sponsored by RADW CPAs, Business and Financial Advisors, serving the needs of businesses and individuals since 1953.
Explore new ideas and new worlds here on Arizona PBS, a community service of Arizona State University.
Next time on Father Brown, Calvin Twyman is murdered and his father blames a rival,
Rosie Everson.
And when Rosie is killed, Robert Twyman is the obvious suspect.
She died while playing the piano.
Father Brown.
Tonight at 8 on Arizona PBS.
Tickets are now available for the annual Walter Cronkite Award for Excellence in Journalism Luncheon, held Monday, November 21st at the Sheraton Grand Phoenix. Join media industry and community leaders in honoring this year's recipient, award-winning journalist and CBS Evening News anchor Scott Pelley. The annual Walter Cronkite Award for Excellence in Journalism Luncheon. cronkite.asu.edu/luncheon.
Coming up next on Arizona PBS, Life and World.
Find more ways to explore at pbs.org/anywhere.
Coming soon to Arizona PBS.
Shooting continued across Paris. Bombings in the Belgian capital.
These individuals were on the radar.
Frontline and ProPublica reporter Sebastian Rotella investigate the failures.
How can known terrorists travel through Europe so easily?
Terror in Europe.
Tuesday night at 9 on Arizona PBS. Support for Arizona PBS comes from viewers like you and from
Ironwood Cancer and Research Centers. Personalized cancer care through medical oncology, radiation, and radiology services, focusing on emotional, physical, and social support. Outsmarting cancer, one patient at a time.
ASU's Dean of Science public lecture, Altering Nature with Gene Drives. We can, but should we? Scientists discuss a controversial technology, October 25th at the Tempe campus. sols.asu.edu/gene drives.
Who should I vote for in the election? I have cooties.
Coming up next on Arizona Horizon, we'll discuss latest poll numbers for the Maricopa County Sheriff's race. Also tonight, hear about a new book on the sometimes fine line between treason and patriotism. And we'll take a tour of the Arizona Museum